Hi, I'm Sister Tracy Haran from the Kino Border Initiative. I'm Associate Director of Education and Advocacy at Kino. Just wanted to share a few updates of what we've been seeing the last couple of weeks. So we have started to see a shift in people arriving based on the new enforcement priorities under the Trump administration. A man who arrived here last week named Manuel had been in the US for 36 years, which is almost as long as I've been alive. And he was just working at his job at a bakery in Tucson when he was detained, and he was deported and ended up here where one of our staff members met him. We've also noticed that people continue to arrive to seek protection. That hasn't stopped. And the challenge for us now is that since the CBP-1 app doesn't exist as an orderly pathway, people who are arriving to seek protection in the United States simply don't have an option. They don't have a legal pathway to go through. Another thing that we've also been hearing from folks who are arriving is about abuse that they're experiencing at the hands of U.S. authorities. A man named Ricardo arrived here last week, and he had been detained by Border Patrol, and he was epileptic. So they took his epilepsy medication when he was detained. He was detained for 30 days, and during that time he suffered multiple seizures because he didn't have his medication. They actually moved him to solitary confinement, where they forced him to urinate in a bag and defecate and pass it through the door because the conditions were absolutely terrible. He didn't have a place to use the bathroom. So when they finally deported him to Nogales, he inquired about his belongings. They hadn't given him his medication back and some other items. And when he asked the question, the agent that was transporting him actually punched him in the ribs. So unfortunately, Ricardo's is just one story, but we do continue to hear about those abuses. So we ask that you continue to stay in touch with us. We know there's a lot of misinformation out there. We want to be a source to help you understand what's really happening. So please do connect with us, stay in touch. We'll be back with another update in a couple of weeks.